Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Giannis Antetokounmpo has the name been circulating around a lot in the NBA. You know, a lot of rumors, reports going around. As you guys know, the Bucks are 1-6 right now. Doc Rivers is not doing a good job. Ever since he took over the team last year, they had a losing record. They started off very good, started off hot. But Coach Griffin, who was with the coach, they fired him for no reason. It was I think 32-13, and you fired a coach like that. You was like, I think the second seed, or they're the first or second seed around that range. You fired a coach. You bring Doc Rivers in, who does not have a good track record of past. Well, actually, ever since 2009, since he won that sole championship from the against the Celtics, he haven't really had a good track record then. So you bring him in, and it hasn't looked good at all. Like that, he had a losing record ever since you hired him, and he's been bad, been very bad. You got Damian Lillard here too as well, of course, last year, and it just haven't panned out too well. Now I know it's early in the season; they can always turn it around. Of course, it's only 6 games in, and you know there's a total of 82 games in the NBA, so they can always flip it and find a way to get back in the groove. But from what we've seen last year, what Doc Rivers have done in previous years, when we did it with the Clippers, we did with the other teams, he was on the Celtics and stuff, he haven't really shown you a lot of like hope. You know, like a lot of success. You'd be like, okay, I think it's very hopeful that he'll find a way to come back. He haven't really shown you a lot of that to have. So I think if Giannis was to get traded, that'd be interesting. Very interesting trade. It would be an overhaul of a lot to get Giannis. I know 2 teams that they said that was kind of favorited. It was the Miami Heat, of course. We always favorited in everything. The Heat always interested in everybody. We never get nobody. So I don't know that happened. I doubt that happened. We'll see what happens. Pat Riley, legendary, coach. He won a championship as a coach, as a player, as a president of the team and stuff. But for the past few years, he haven't really made any type of big moves. The last big move he made was Jimmy Butler. You can count maybe count the Kyle Lowry one, maybe, but Jimmy Butler was probably the last big move he made, a big trade he made to add some somebody to this team. And then Terry Rozier was a nice trade too as well. Victor Oladipo, those are cool and all, but the big trade he made, like to get a guy who's like at star level, to get Jimmy Butler here, who got us to 2 finals, already got some mini conference championships as well. That was the last one he did. That was like in 2018, 19, so a little while ago. But we'll see if Pat Riley can do that. Clippers is a team also name circulating around with the Giannis thing, of course, as well. That would be actually a nice pairing, because with the Heat, it'd be cool to see him with Jimmy Bam, and Giannis, a cool trio, but the spacing with that would be a little different. But with the Clippers, he kind of fit in well. They had the shooters on the outside. Kawhi Leonard, whenever he comes back, I don't know when, you have him out there too with it. Giannis in that atmosphere. That actually would be cool to see. That would be cool to see like that. That would be actually a good mix and a good pairing. The Warriors, another team, of course, name circulating around. That would be nice too as well. Also, of course, you look at who else with the Grizzlies, another name that was circulating around too as well. I think a lot of teams, basically every team, probably would be in favor to get Giannis in, no matter who you are, no matter who you have in your team, because Giannis is one of those generational players, those type of players who are on a different level. We've seen it happen before. Milwaukee always seemed to lose their big star player like almost every time. We've seen it happen with the Kareem. Got him a championship, and then they really didn't focus too much upon building around it too much to try to like make a franchise or create a dynasty in a sense. And they end up losing Kareem to the Lakers. And you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo kind of going down that same path. Hopefully not the Lakers, hopefully somebody else, but he got him a championship, and they're not really building around it fully. They tried to do some things here and there and say, we got your Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was there, then they got rid of Drew Holiday, which is kind of a bad trade in my opinion. You bring Damian Lillard in, and then you got other aspects a little around too, and they haven't worked out too well. And now maybe we can get to a point where Giannis might ask for a trade. I don't know if Giannis will ask for a trade, but you never know what could happen. But we could see Giannis on a different team. That'd be interesting to see fully. I'm trying to see like what will be the perfect match and who have the most. I think the Clippers will have a lot to give up. I think they have a lot of pieces to give up. The draft capital, they don't have a lot of draft capital. Because remember, they traded a lot of that stuff, for Paul George a few years back. The Miami Heat, this is a team the team that's favored the most to get them. They will have some good stuff. Jovic, Jaime Jaquez, Terry Rozier. You have to send Tyler Hero probably, and you have to send a lot of draft picks you got. And you might have to send some more stuff too as well. Anybody but Bam and Jimmy, because you want to keep those 2 there. So it'd be a lot of pieces you have to give up too as well. So it depends on what the team want to do, like a big overhaul to get Giannis Antetokounmpo, or they want to just play it, play it safe and wait till you become a free agent to bring him in. But we'll have to wait and see if the rumors are true or if it actually happens. I doubt Giannis get traded, in my personal opinion. But you never know. We've seen crazy things happen in the NBA. Like seeing Damian Lillard get traded, Anthony Davis, we got traded from the Pelicans a few years back, and all the different things that kind of happened. So Kevin Durant getting traded too as well to the Suns and stuff. All the things that circulate in the NBA. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen. We've seen superstar players of that level get traded before. And they do the trade, they probably do it close to the deadline, most likely. For the All-Star break, they probably do it close to that time. Every time you kind of like have a sense of everything, like, okay, my team is not going to come back. My team is too far deep in the hole. Let's go ahead and start rebuilding. Get rid of this coach. Let's going to trade away our best player because that's if he asked for it. I don't think they'd trade him away if he didn't ask for it, because that'd be foolish. But I think if he asked for it, he probably will get the thank you, brought him a championship here. They probably give him the grace and let him go and pick where he want to go. But we'll have to wait and see. I also want to discuss, of course, Zach Edey. I might say his name wrong. Zach Edey, you know what I'm talking about. He was at Purdue last year, right? Playing very good basketball so far. Had 25 points with the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies kind of implemented more and more in the offense. He averaging like 12 a game, like that, shooting high. I know the draft class wasn't the biggest names. They had the biggest names, of course, this draft class. You know, Stephen Castle and the different individuals they have. They're not the biggest names in the world or the superstars in the world. Like anybody who like Zion Williamson class or the John Morant. Both of those guys cut that class, and different individuals. The R.J. Barrett's was in that group as well. Ain't nothing like that. It's kind of more in a sense of most of these guys are high-level role players. Maybe can emerge, like Zach probably could emerge to being a star player. You never know, like that, and continue to develop. But most of these guys like high-level role players, right? Like kind of like in their ceiling a little bit based off looking at them. But I think some of these guys maybe can emerge to the next level. But so far, we're seeing him kind of lead the rookies 12 points per game, which is kind of crazy. You usually see like something crazy. Like last year, Wemby was going crazy. You know, Wemby had Chet Holmgren, Jaime Jaquez, those guys right there last year was going very crazy last year, and scoring and stuff like that. And you kind of see the superstar potential that some of those guys have. So we'll have to wait and see if we see some superstar potential in these guys. But yeah, so far the NBA been pretty interesting to see. Anthony Davis leading the league in scoring, I think, right now too as well, with 32 points per game. SGA favored to win MVP this year. Last year he kind of fell short to Jokic, so we'll see this year he can find a way to get the MVP added. The Thunder got a lot of talent on their team, and the trade away Josh Giddey and get Alex Caruso is helping them a lot. Alex Caruso is hounding people out there playing great defense. He one of those guys who just do everything right. Like him, Bruce Brown, Caleb Martin's one of those players too as well. Players like that who you can put out in any role. You put them in any role and they'll shine. They'll find a way to make a play, positive play. You want them to be a scorer, they go out there and score for you in different ways. Defend, the best perimeter player, they go out there and do that. Those type of guys you just need on your team. Those guys who just make plays. We've seen, remember Gary Payton when the Warriors had him, same type of guy. Like those type of players right there, those guys who just crafty and go out there and just do everything for you. So he's been doing a good job with the Thunder, and they've been building up more and more. So we're going to see what happens. It's kind of all I have for today. The NBA news, I'm going to have, of course, the review probably on Sunday. I think it's usually the Sunday morning, right? It's Sunday morning, probably Sunday morning, afternoon-ish. When it rains, we'll look out for that. I want to do 2 NBA videos this week. I missed it last week, so missed the one for this week. I'll probably be back tomorrow to do the NFL game picks, of course, so be on the lookout for that. But I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.